Hi there, I'm Joey.
And I'm Jacob.
And we are watching Star Trek for the first time. Last time on Star Trek, AI Picard. Also, I noticed you said your thing. You don't usually say "and" before I'm Jacob, but now you said "and I'm Jacob," and now that felt a little weird, and my intro felt weird. But whatever, that's fine. It just threw me off just ever so slightly, just for a second. I was like, wait a second, what am I saying? I'm saying the right thing. You're not.
Okay, I'll not say "and" next time.
Anyway, today we're watching an episode called Captain's Holiday.
Okay.
I'm very excited. I know I've shown you the thumbnail for the next one already.
Yes, you have.
So that's going to be fun. We're going to get to post-episode thoughts in a second. Be sure to join us then. We're about to watch Captain's Holiday. Look, I am a hardcore Picard and Beverly Crusher shipper, I suppose. But man, I'm look. If that's not going anywhere, I'm willing to sacrifice that in favor of this. This is fine.
This was a fun time.
This is great. Big fan. I didn't realize how much I needed Picard to, at least just for one episode, fulfill like the Captain Kirk archetype of meet a girl on a planet you've never been to before, fall in love for an episode, and then have to say goodbye in the end for some reason. I didn't realize how much I wanted that for an episode.
But it was it's totally worth the couple seasons wait for a good episode like that.
Yeah. Because the only real like proper Picard relationship we've dealt with so far is Beverly. But even then, it's not really like properly developing.
It is the slowest of burns.
Yeah. We dealt with it a bit. Actually, just last episode with AI Picard, with the fake Picard and his relationship with Beverly. But obviously, that didn't mean anything for our Picard. Our Picard here, meanwhile, is apparently capable of just falling in love in the span of a single episode. So there's that, I guess. I did love Vash. Vash was a great character. Big fan of her.
Yeah, she was real fun.
She is this great sort of space Indiana Jones type character, but she's a woman and she's awesome and reminded me in many ways of Brittany Summerfield from Doctor Who.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I thought she was great for that. A bit less of a disaster than Brittany Summerfield is, but she's great all the same. There's some genuinely great comedy early on here that I really enjoyed. I love the whole thing with what was it called? I didn't write it down. The thing that Riker had him look for. I can't think of what it was called now.
Yeah, I can't immediately picture its name.
Either way, Picard goes looking for this. It turns out it is the symbol of sexuality. It's some very like TOS humor. And one of the first things I said when we arrived on this planet, I was like, man, Gene Roddenberry really is about to die in like a year, isn't he? He's living out all his fantasies before he goes.
I joked. He was like, I want to be surrounded by beautiful women on my show.
It's very similar to the shore leave thing, where it's like the most important thing you need to know in this place is that the women are fucking beautiful. You need to fuck at least one of them.
But the humor is also really good at the start of the episode, like before he leaves for vacation.
Yes,
because the whole crew is conspiring
to force him to go on shore leave, and I love that as well. I also just love like Picard. Patrick Stewart just really sells that he's really fucking tired at the start of this.
He does.
I don't know how he does it. Maybe he just genuinely hated it. I don't know.
But he walks. You see him. He walks on screen. He looks done.
So tired. But man, I love like the scene between him and Beverly where she's like, there's someone on this ship that is ignoring their health and their well-being, and they need to go out and do something. I say they should go on shore leave, a week at least.
A week at least.
And God, I love the scene with Troy then.
The Troy scene is the better.
She's like, I'm told that my mother might be joining us
at Starbase
12. It was 12, yeah. And Picard, like, though his face is like pure horror, he's able to put together. He's like, no, this is some conspiracy. Who is all in on this? And Riker's like, no, it's the entire ship. It's everyone here.
With the joke being there might be 2 ensigns on deck 39 that don't know.
Amazing. But man, just fucking Riker being a fucking legend, then tricking Picard into a Kirk-esque relationship, by having him carry around this artifact that is apparently a symbol of sexuality that will tell people that you are on the hunt, essentially. The episode is a bit male gazy, very very male gazy. I'd say.
It's a bit yeah.
At least early on. Once we properly get like the Indiana Jones hunting for an artifact out in the desert kind of thing, it it gets very cool, but early on, yeah, it's very male gazing. You have to acknowledge that. My God, actually, I'm laughing at one note here. Before Picard goes on shore leave, I have written that he looks like he's being walked down death row here, as they've successfully convinced him. They have him like in his his shore leave getup and like his tunic and everything. And Riker and Troy are on both sides of him, and he's being walked off to his death essentially. It's fucking amazing.
I do want to say this has a lackluster antagonist.
Yeah, we have a Ferengi by the name of Sovak, who's just like... The Ferengi are I find the Ferengi generally pretty lame. But this guy is especially lame. He comes across as a real dork, and like he's really bad at his job. His job in this case is to steal... I really love this idea of this artifact from the future. I just think that's really fucking cool.
That's a cool concept.
That was sent back, and it is the opposite of your traditional sort of like artifact. I always think of the fucking scene from Raiders of the Lost Ark.
What, the pocket watch?
Yeah, it's like, this thing is worthless. I buried it in the sand for 1,000 years. It's priceless,
Mm-hmm.
But it's the opposite of that. It's something from the future being hidden in the past, and I love that idea.
Yeah,
that was a really cool spin on that.
It's a really solid idea for a subversion of just treasure hunt.
Yeah. But God, also Picard gets down. Him and Vash, they totally fuck, and I love it. It's great. I'm so here for it. I didn't know how much I needed.
It's one of those times when you get to see the captain of a ship, like specifically the kind that Picard has been, like relax.
Yeah.
He isn't it's not the forced vacation relax. He has found he's in a bit of an element where he's actually relaxing.
Yeah, there's something to be said, I think, for taking a character like Picard, who for the most part throughout this show has been rather sexless, and has not. They've taken his character and like, it's not a bad thing, really, but like they've taken his character in the opposite direction of someone like Captain Kirk, and said no, this guy like he does not want to get down with anyone. He's not there for that because he's so dedicated to his job at Starfleet. But you find him in this position where he finds someone with a very similar personality to his own, and relaxing is not being on shore leave, reading a book in the sun, being hit on by everyone. It's adventure, but actual adventure. It's not the boring Starfleet politics, anything like that. It is this exact situation that he finds himself in with Vash, and they find kinship in one another, and I really love that. It's a great idea, and it's a great episode. I'm a big fan of this one. So. Oh man, what a time. Also, one final note. I have written down here, Space Hawaii Ferengi. I like the idea of a Ferengi and Hawaiian shirt. It's funny.
Especially with the matching, head veil
thing. The things they wear in the back of their heads, I don't know the name of them, but it kind of matches the color scheme of the shirt. It's very funny. Alright, I think that does it. We're coming towards the end of the season. We have 7 episodes left, which I think is very cool. Or I guess in streaming terms these days, an entire season's worth of television.
God.
Oh man. Alright, be sure to join us next time when we continue Star Trek The Next Generation. Until then, this has been Joey Morgan.
Jacob.
Goodbye.